My name is Eleanor. I'm 108 years old, and I've been eating the same 9 things since I was 28. Not because someone told me to, not because I read it somewhere, or because it was fashionable. I ate them because they were there, because they were cheap, because I didn't know any better. And now I'm still here. Everyone else is gone. I don't know if it's the food or if it's just luck. I don't know if any of this matters, but I think about it now more than I used to. Because when you live this long, you start to notice what stayed and what didn't. And the food stayed. The same bowl of oats in the morning, the same pickled vegetables my mother taught me to make in 1944, the same dark bread I used to buy from the bakery on Sullivan Street before it closed 30 years ago. I still make it myself now, or I try to. My hands shake more than they used to. But I remember the recipe. I remember her hands showing me. I grew up during the Depression. We didn't have much. No one did. My father worked in a factory until it shut down. My mother cleaned houses. We ate what we could afford. And we didn't waste anything. Beans, cabbage, potatoes. Eggs when we could get them. There was a corner store run by a man named Kaplan. He used to sell day-old bread for a nickel. Sometimes he'd give it to us for free if my mother came in late enough. She never said thank you out loud, but she'd nod, and he'd nod back. That bread kept us alive. I didn't think about it then. I just ate it. But I think about it now. When I got married in 1945, I thought everything would change. I thought I'd have a different kind of life. A bigger kitchen, more choices. But my husband, Thomas, he grew up the same way I did. He didn't want fancy meals. He didn't trust them. He wanted what his mother made, what my mother made. So I kept cooking the same things. Lentils, beets, onions, garlic. A little bit of fish on Fridays. We had 2 children, both boys. They ate what we ate. They didn't complain. They didn't know there was anything else. Thomas died in 1982. Heart attack. He was 64. I thought maybe it was the food. Maybe we did something wrong. The doctor said it wasn't that. He said it was stress. Cigarettes, bad luck. But I still wondered. I kept eating the same way, though I didn't know what else to do. My oldest son, Michael, he moved to California in 1989. He called me once a month, then once every few months, then mostly on holidays. He had a different life out there, a different kind of food. He told me once he didn't eat bread anymore, said it made him tired. I didn't understand that. Bread was the first thing I learned to make. He died in 2003. Cancer. He was 56. I don't know what he was eating by then. I'd make him the same soup I used to make when he was small. Barley, carrots, a little dill. He'd eat it. He'd say it was good, but I could tell he was just being kind. He had his own family by then, his own routines. He stopped coming as often after his wife got sick. I understood. I didn't say anything. He died in 2011. Stroke. He was 68. I'm still here. I don't know why. I eat the same things I've always eaten. Oats in the morning, soaked overnight the way my mother showed me. A boiled egg, if I have one. Sauerkraut. I make it myself still, even though it takes me longer now. Beets. I roast them. Sometimes I just eat them cold. Walnuts. A handful. Every day. Dark bread. I bake it once a week. Or I used to. Now I bake it every 2 weeks and freeze half. Lentils. I cook them with onions and a little vinegar. Herring. Once in a while. I can't always find it anymore. And tea. Black tea. No sugar. I've been drinking it since I was a girl. I didn't choose these foods because they were healthy. I didn't know what that word meant, not the way people use it now. I chose them because they were there, because my mother made them, because they were cheap, because I didn't think I had a choice. But now I wonder if that's why I'm still here. I see people now on the television talking about food like it's a solution. Like if you eat the right things, you'll live forever. Like if you avoid the wrong things, nothing bad will happen. I don't think it works that way. Thomas ate the same things I did. He's gone. My sons ate the same things. At least when they were young. They're both gone, and I'm still here. So maybe it's not the food. Maybe it's just time. Maybe it's nothing. But I do think about it. I think about my mother's hands, cutting cabbage at the kitchen table. I think about the jar of pickles in the icebox, the one we'd open on Saturday nights. I think about the taste of things that don't taste the same anymore. I still set the table the way I used to. 1 plate, 1 bowl, 1 cup. I still eat slowly. I still say a quiet thank you before I start, even though I don't know who I'm thanking anymore. Maybe my mother, maybe Thomas, maybe just the fact that I'm still able to chew. I don't know if the food is why I'm still alive. I don't know if it matters, but I know it's the only thing that hasn't left me. The oats still taste the way they did in 1936. The beets still stain my fingers the same way. The bread still smells like my mother's kitchen. And as long as I can still taste it, I think I'll keep going. Not because I'm trying to live longer, but because it's the only thing I have left that feels like home. I don't know how much time I have. Maybe a year, maybe less. But I'll keep eating the same 9 things. Not because they'll save me, but because they're all I know. And maybe that's enough. If you stayed with me this long, thank you. I don't tell this to many people, but I thought maybe someone out there might understand. If you do, you can leave a word below, or just sit with it for a while Either way, I'm glad you were here.